Hello. So I'm glad to hear you had such a good time at Comic Con. You know, the brief talk I got to have with you, which is one of my highlights of Comic Con. Talk about how much you had to work. I'm glad you got to have some fun too. And it was great getting to see you again and meet Nate. And yeah, I wish I had gotten to catch you in costume. I did get to see pictures though. I was actually at the Comic Con HQ stage a lot of the day. I guess you were there. They interviewed you and Anthony Carboni at some point during the day, and I happened to be there a lot of the day. I guess I just happened to miss you, which I really enjoyed that because there were short interviews, but there's so much stuff that you can't take it all in. Uh, but there were a lot of little interviews, which was so you got to see a lot of different people. Only problem was no cover, so there's no shade. And I was stupid enough not to wear sunscreen. Uh, but I got to see pictures of you as Ray, and I will say you looked absolutely radiant. And Black Cat, where I happened to be on the floor where you said you were there, but I just couldn't find you. I kept getting stopped by people, which I'll get into in a minute. Um, but talking about collectibles, most of my stuff, I just got home probably less than an hour ago. Most of my stuff isn't here. I had it shipped. So one of my favorite collectibles, actually not from this year, not even from San Diego, it's from New York Comic Con. I went to my first New York Comic Con 2 years ago, which I don't know why I hadn't been before. Well, I kind of do, but because it's living out here in Long Island, it's an easy trip. And this is kind of time when things were starting to change for me a little bit. I went one day and I really didn't have a good time. I went back this. I debated whether to go back the second day, and I did, and I had a good time. And one of the things I picked up was a print. It's a print of Zatanna, who so a picture. It You almost would have seen me dressed like that Sunday if the other 3 days hadn't been so great. But when I picked it up, I talked to the artist. I don't even remember the guy's name. I'm sorry, but what I love is she turned. If you look at it, she turned all. I don't know if you can see this. Turned all the Justice League members into rabbits, and he was even explaining. First of all, he drew on the little curly Q hair of Superman while I was there. But I don't remember his explanation for all of it. It was like the Flash is looking to the side because he's got ADD, and Batman's in the back because he's dark and broody and lurking, and Cyborg is lower than everyone else, crouched down lower than everyone else because he's got the armor, which is heavy. And I just thought it was cool because not only did I like the picture, but talking to the artist and his explanation for everything was fun. Um, as for this year, I said most of my stuff isn't here. I do have a couple of things. So one I'm going to go for. I got this. You can buy this at any store. It's not something I normally buy. Not something I would buy. Uh, the Star Wars Heroes Mashables. Uh, but I was at was it the Hasbro booth? And as you know, I decided to cosplay as Princess Leia. I gave it a shot last year at New York Comic Con, had a great time, so I tried it this time. And I'm at the booth, and one of the guys working there is like, we're having a Star Wars cosplay competition in a few minutes. You should really enter. And first of all, I never would have cosplayed in the past, but I probably wouldn't have entered either. I would have entered either, but I decided to. The top three got. I don't know, it was a limited edition or it's just it's not out yet. The Jane Erso figure from the upcoming Star Wars, but so this was like, consolation prize. But I just missed out on making the top three. I lost a kid in an awesome Han Solo outfit. But yeah, so that's cool. Just the fact that it actually, if they just said they were having a cosplay competition, I would have entered. But the fact that he actually went to me and asked me was cool. And a couple of other things from I bought a Conan. I got to go to. I got tickets to the Saturday Conan show with Suicide Squad, which was the last one he taped, but not the last one they aired, apparently. But so I picked up a shirt, but I also got free Suicide Squad movie ticket. And well, I don't have it yet because it's being shipped. There was a limited edition Funkos of Conan, so I got the Joker one for being there. But beyond that, it's why it's special to me is I was in the audience and I was lucky enough to be up pretty close. It was row F, so I was all the way to the side, and during I think it was the first commercial break, he's signing stuff, and all of a sudden he sees me in the audience, and he starts to walk towards me, and then walks back. A couple people are like, "Ah," and he comes back from commercial break, and if you saw it, he points me out on TV. The camera pans on me, makes a little joke about me. So it's my 10 seconds of fame. But so that was a really cool experience, and the those things just embody what the whole Comic-Con experience was for me this year. As I said, there's so much stuff to do. You can't do it all. You can't buy everything. I mean that was it the Star Wars Collectibles booth? There was so much awesome stuff there, but way out of my price range. I don't think there was anything less than like $1,200. And it's weird for me to say this. I never say this, but because my favorite part of the convention was the people. I thought my costume was pretty crappy, especially compared to everything else you see there, the time and the effort that these people put into these outfits. Yet people constantly stopping me to take pictures of me or with me. The ones with the little kids were great. I know you got the picture of a couple of them, but the little girl dressed as Rey. And then the next day, or the day after, I ran into her. As I think it was Elsa from Frozen, and guy was letting us use the lightsabers, and we had a lightsaber fight with her. You know, I felt lucky enough. I got to see your Comic-Con panel. I was online. I wasn't sure I was going to make it, but I got in for the end of the Nerdist one beforehand, and actually was able to get up to the second row, although all the way to the side for your panel. So even though there wasn't a lot that like surprised me, I'm already subscribed to the channel. It was cool. I felt cool. It's cool for me just to be there. At your first panel. At the at one point at the on stage where they were interviewing Steve Saragos and Alison Hayslip were interviewing Breckenmeyer, Donald Faison, and Matthew Zenreich, whatever, from Robot Chicken. I forget what else, and at some point during the interview, it comes up that Alison Hayslip owes Breckenmeyer an ice cream. So when he goes, he said something like, "You've said that, and we have bearded Princess Leia right there as a witness." And then Donald Faison asked me to get up and spin around or twirl around. So that was cool. And like I said, I had a plan of wearing my thing every day, but I just had so much fun with these people. I almost felt like a celebrity for a few days. A couple people walk up to me and say they saw me on Conan. Someone else, I have people just say they heard people talking about me. Someone even said, and I can't be sure 100% sure there was me or not, but someone said they were at a panel where I came up and they were discussing me for like 15 minutes. So it's funny, as someone who's generally so uncomfortable with attention, even positive attention, it was a blast. I know most of this isn't actually about the collectibles, but kind of what some of that is what about the collectibles kind of mean. All right, guess what? I'll look it up. Thanks for watching again. It was great seeing you again, and have a nice day. Bye.